Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Kim with Creative Crafticality, and today I have a little messy arts and crafts project for you. I am making background paper using tissue paper, like just the tissue paper that you get to put in a box for a gift or inside of a gift bag. I used white, and then I used some Dylusions shimmer sprays. I'll show those here in a bit when we get started, but this is just some easy, messy, fun background paper to make. These are going to be for junk journals. You can use them to make tags. You can make it just the page itself. It's very delicate, but actually adding the water and the ink to the page makes it a little bit more sturdy. But I just love the shimmer. I don't know if you can tell how shimmery it is. And it just is such a fun thing. So why don't we get started here, and I'll show you how to make this really fun paper. Alright, so the first thing that we want to do is take your sheets of paper and you're going to cut them down to approximately, well, I'm just going to divide this into 4 sections because I think it'll make a good size to use in a journal. I'm just folding them in half and then in half again, and then I'll go ahead and cut them down. It'll just be easier when it's just a small space. So I'm gonna cut them all 4 pieces now in the middle. There. It's a little more manageable this size, and then I can trim them later so they're a little more even. But I'm going to start with 1 sheet of it. I can't tell if that's 2 or... I think there's 2 sheets here, but they're kind of stuck together. There we go. So now I have these Dylusions. They're Shimmer Arts. They're Shimmer sprays, and I think it's by let's see. They're Ranger. So Ranger brand. I think I picked them up at Tuesday Morning, which you probably can't get them there anymore. But I think that Michael's sells them. They're just shimmer distress inks. So I have the pink or the red and the purple. I think I'm just going to do purple and blue. But this one I haven't opened up yet, so I need to open it up. All right, I got the plastic off. That was a little feat in itself. So anyway, now what we're going to do is spray these around, or you could take an eyedropper and drop bits. And also you could try this using little distress ink pads or any kind of distress ink, and it may work, but let's try this. So I'm going to spray. Try not to get it all over the place. Well, it's not wanting to push. I haven't used these in a while. This one's good. There we go. That one works. This one is kind of clogged up in there, so I think I'm going to have to take it apart and just drip it. So I'm just going to do some drip marks or little drips. I think I'll need to take the spout and rinse it under hot water because it's kind of stuck. Just be careful with these sprays that you have your surface protected because it tends to want to go. I can already see little bits over here when I need to wash up that missed my parchment paper. All right, I'm gonna go with that for now and we'll see how this turns out. So now I just have a little bottle of water that I'm gonna spray. And I'm hoping that this will start running together and just make some really pretty paper, background paper. Let's see if I can just let it run a little bit. It'll just, I think, really turn out, make some really cool designs on the page. Kind of pulling up in the fold there. It's just fine because usually you fold the paper in half. Let's see. That's kind of cool because the two colors are starting to blend together, so it's making kind of a royal blue. I'll try and find these dylusion sprays on Amazon and link them down below for you if you've never tried them out. Great for making background papers. Just messy, so you just have to think about that. I'm going to spray a little bit over here. Try and get a little bit more color on the corners. I really love how that's all just blending together. So I think I'm happy with this. I'm going to bring my hairdryer over. I have a heat gun, but I think it got packed up. So, whoa! Okay, that was funny. Let's, don't want it to rip. I guess there's a little bit too much power on my hairdryer. I'll have to put it on low. At least it didn't rip. Okay. Don't do that, folks. Let me clean off my desk here. All right. I'll leave that little blooper in there. But I'm going to turn my hairdryer down to low. And hopefully, I'm kind of hold this up here a little bit. I'm hoping it doesn't. There we go. Much better. So now what you want to do is just continue to dry this until it's dry, and then we'll check it out here in a second. So I'm just going to go ahead and continue drying this, and I'll be back in a little bit. All right, I'm going to try this again, and the first one turned out awesome. Let me show you that here in a bit, but I'm going to tear off another piece of parchment paper. And let me show you how this turned out. It's awesome. You can see that shimmer in there. Here's how the back looks. So it's very cool. I did blow it away a few times, and then I was afraid I was going to tear it when I pulled it apart, because sometimes it would close in on itself. But it worked out fine. But that'll make really cool pages or embellishments or whatever. So now I want to try purple and the red and see what that does. So, have another piece here. But this time I'm going to try taping the corners just so it makes it a little bit easier to dry. And then I can just cut that off. You know, if the blue tape doesn't. Another thing I suggest you do with this is wear gloves possibly, because look at my fingers now. And that'll take a little while to wash off. I might try using some acetone. I'm not sure. But that'll kind of be drying on my fingers, but I'm going to tape the corners. I'm hoping this will be enough so that it doesn't blow away when I'm blow drying it. Now, the thing is that the blue tape doesn't stick to the parchment paper. That's okay. So we'll see. I may just have to just keep doing it the way I'm doing it. Because look, it's not even sticking. So, well, those are. So maybe... maybe that'll hold just enough. Okay, so let's spray. Oh yeah, this one isn't spraying. I wonder. Wow, it's just so stuck. I wonder if this one is spraying. You do have to shake these to get the glitter, the shimmery part, the glitter like mixed up. Okay, this one's good, so I can get it to spray out. Sometimes these I think it's just almost empty, so it's not wanting to spray out. It's not pulling it up. I'm gonna have to do the same thing with this one. Just do little drops. Yeah, there's not much left in this one, so that's why, whoops, didn't want to do that. Well, this one we'll see how this turns out. So there's not much left in here. Try and get some of that out. Okay, not much in there. Wipe some of this off. Alright, and this one, there's a lot left in this bottle, but just won't, I just need to soak it. Just haven't used these in a while. So we'll see what this turns out to be. All right, so let's spray this. Oh, that's really cool how it starts doing that. Let's kind of see how this runs. I wish I had pink in this. Now see this, I don't want to mix it too much because the colors just kind of get muddy after a while. I'm going to add a little bit more purple, and I'm not going to do much more running of the color because unlike the purple and turquoise, these two colors don't really mix well. So I'm just going to drip and then spray some more and then be done with this one and go ahead and dry it and see what it... It's very wet in there though. All right. Now I think I'm going to dry it because the drying will move it around some more too. All right, I canned that piece because the red was just taking over too much, and then as you saw when I blew it, the tape didn't hold it down, it went over, and then I ripped it, and then it was just a big old giant mess. So we're just going to stick with the... I'm actually going to get a new piece of parchment because I think once I spray this again, it's going to just leak onto my paper. So we're just going to do another piece of purple and turquoise. And I'm just going to have to be very careful when I blow dry it and take my time so that it doesn't blow away. So let's go ahead and do some more sprays. Oops. And then drips of purple. Now this, you know, you maybe could do bulk of this, but this would, I think, would, you'd probably want to limit how much of this you were doing because it is very, very messy. So I know what I'm going to do with this. I think it's going to go in a little spring kit that I'm making for a collab that I'm going to be doing pretty soon. Sneak peek. It's going to be with my friend Emily here on YouTube, Emily's Paper Caper. I think I'm going to include this or one of them anyway in her kit. We're going to exchange kits and do a little collaboration on YouTube. She's also on Instagram too. Spray a little bit more here. I think green would also do really well with this color combination. I just have those 3 colors though. Alright, I think I'm going to start spraying this, or blow drying it actually. And look at my hands, they're a mess. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Leave me a comment and subscribe. Go ahead and follow me over on Instagram at Creative Crafticality. I give sneak peeks there. And look for our upcoming collaboration with Emily's Paper Caper to make a really fun spring junk journal. This is Kim with Creative Crafticality. Bye. God bless.